Have you ever felt like you're meant for something more, but you can't quite figure out what that is? In astrology, your North Node, it is the key. It holds powerful clues about what your life purpose is this lifetime. It's our soul's purpose. It points you to the areas where you're here to grow, to stretch beyond what's familiar, and to find success. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go over what that North Node means and what it means in each one of the 12 houses and each one of the signs. And then at the end, I'm going to walk you through just a simple ritual to help you align with this energy, to really embody it. I'm Kristen Redmond. I'm a professional astrologer. I've been working with clients all around the world since 2015. And my purpose is to help others understand the amazing power of astrology. And so today, what we're really going to talk about is something important to me, right? True Node astrology. This is where it came from. Our North Node is our purpose. It's our direction. And as astrologers, we always look to see where that is, because that's one of the number one things we get asked is, why am I here? And our North Node, or the True Node, right? They're both called the same thing. It is that indicator. It's a point in your chart. It's actually where the moon crosses the sun's path. So it's not an asteroid, it's not a planet, it's a calculated point at the time that you were born between the sun and the moon. So it is directly opposite of what's known as the South Node. North Node is where we're going in the trajectory where we're going this lifetime. South Node represents the qualities and the patterns that you've already mastered, sometimes from past lives, or maybe they're just deeply integrated habits that you've accrued this lifetime. Now, the North Node, that's where we're focusing today, on the other hand, it is your soul's GPS system. Think of it like that. It shows you the path of growth. It's challenging, right? But it also leads to deep fulfillment. Yes, it's definitely something that can be often uncomfortable at first because it's unfamiliar. And that's why we like to gravitate back towards our South Node, because anything karmic is going to be familiar and it's our comfort zone. Even if it's good for us or not, that's where we're going to revert back to. So we try to go towards the North Node, though. Even though it might be uncomfortable because it's familiar, that's where the magic happens, right? So when you consciously work with your North Node, you unlock more alignment with your soul's purpose, right? And life feels a little bit more meaningful, right? Because you feel like you're actually going in the direction that you're meant to go. So let's talk about what it means to have these nodes in each one of the signs or in the houses. So in astrology, of course, everything's layered, right? Just like a pizza, everything's really layered. So things are going to take on the same type of meaning. So, houses, signs, planets, they all kind of interweave with one another, right? So first house is going to be Aries. It's going to carry that same energy. It's going to embody the same type of principles. So will Mars, because it rules Aries, right? That's an example. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go house by house. And when we go house by house, we're also going to go a little bit deeper into, when I say the house, I'm going to say the sign as well too, because look in your birth chart, look to see where that North Node is. It looks like a little horseshoe, right? Hopefully I can find some sort of thing to put up here. I don't know how to do the emojis and all the malarkey here, but what it looks like the horseshoe. Look in your birth chart, see where that's at, see what house it's in and what sign it's in. And then you'll know exactly, or hopefully you know it now too. So let's just get to it, huh? Okay, first house, Aries. So if your North Node is in the first house or it's in the sign of Aries, this is a lifetime about developing a strong sense of self. You are here to be independent. You are here to step into that independence, to not need others as much or to be dependent on others. It's about independence and authenticity, right? So if you're used to, even if you're used to putting others first, and maybe this is a lifetime where you're challenged about that a lot, This is where you're learning the power of compromise and balance in relationships, but putting the oxygen mask on yourself first, right? It's also a lifetime of just getting to know who you are, what you need, right? And not basing that on the needs of others as well, too. So if you have a second house or Taurus North Node, your path involves building self-worth and financial stability. It's about learning to value yourself and create material security on your terms, right? You're here to prove it to yourself that you are valuable and you deserve the best, right? Third house or Gemini, this is about communication. Communication is key. You are here to develop your voice, to connect with others, to teach others, to learn, and to become that lifelong learner, right? And to take what you've learned and to teach that to others. But communication is a big thing for you this lifetime. Fourth house or Cancer, this placement invites you to focus on home, family, and emotional security. It's about creating a solid foundation and nurturing your inner world. This is a lifetime of finding what safety and security and stability and what family really truly means. Now, if you have fifth house or Leo, you're here to embrace creativity, play, romance, self-expression, to shine in your light, right? To be proud of your power. It's whether it's art, romance, just simply finding joy in life. Your soul's calling is to open up, to share your light with others in this world. Now, if you have sixth house or Virgo, your node and your growth comes from service, being of service to mankind, daily routines, and just wellness in general. This placement asks you to find meaning and structure in being of service to others, but not getting taken advantage of and being a doormat in those situations. I find that to be a hallmark with really strong Virgo energy. But it's about learning how to find that balance, right? To be able to give and be of service this lifetime, but to also really focus on how it's making an impact on your health and your well-being this lifetime as well. I find people with a North Node placement here really benefit from having a daily health regimen. So whether that's like having hot water with lemon first thing in the morning, something that your system can depend on. It loves routine, it likes structure, it loves order. Just a little side note there. So seventh house or Libra, partnerships is your focus. This is a lifetime of learning to build balanced, supportive, reciprocal relationships that are healthy, that they help you to grow, that they help you to evolve. And you may find that you have a lot of issues with the relationship this lifetime, finding that balance, right? Eighth house or Scorpio, you're here to embrace transformation. And that comes through dealing with all of the depths that life has to bring. Life, trauma, death, crisis, psychological issues, all those things. It's about facing our fears around vulnerability and diving deep into our emotional and spiritual intimacy, right? You're here to go through the depths of what life has to give us in order to grow your soul the most and to help others that are also in the darkness looking to rebuild themselves, right? Phoenix from the ashes is what you are. Ninth house or Sagittarius, you are expanding your horizons this lifetime. It is about travel, higher education. It's the higher mind, philosophical outlooks, and just religious beliefs in general. What do you believe in? How much do you believe in yourself? It's a lifetime of exploring that and helping you to grow and to teach it to others as well. 10th house or Capricorn, your life involves stepping into your public roles. So whether that's through career, leadership, family, whatever it is, right? You are a leader and you're here to create a lasting impact. 11th house or Aquarius, you are called to contribute to the collective of the world. So whether it's through social causes, community work, finding your tribe, finding your community. This is a placement about surrounding yourself with community, not isolating yourself, because that is where you're going to find that that's what grows and expands you so you can make a difference this lifetime. 12th house or Pisces, your journey is deeply spiritual. This is a very internal thing this lifetime. You are here to explore your inner world, to connect with your intuition and embrace solitude when it's needed. You are here to find that divine connection between you and whatever that source is, whether it's God, the universe, whatever you believe, you're here to find that, right? Absolutely. So another thing too, with where our North Node is placed, if you utilize, I love astrotheme.com. That's my favorite to bring up charts. That's where all of my database for all of my clients' charts are at. I love it because it has an option in there to check a box at the very bottom. When you put in your birth chart at the very bottom there, it's going to show you where you can have nodal connections, and it will show you the aspects from that North Node. And that's something I'd like you to look at too. How does this North Node ping and pong an aspect off of different planets, different signs, different houses in your chart? How do they work together? You'll get a better idea of how to utilize this, right? And another thing too to keep in mind with the North Node, the planets in the sky keep on moving, where our birth chart always stays the same. So certain aspects, if you do a transit chart and you look at where those planets are going over your North Node now, how is it triggering that? Where is the North Node in the sky now? The North Node in Aries now, how is that impacting you? It's a wonderful thing to kind of dig in a little bit deeper to get some more insight on the power and the complexity, I guess, of your North Node. But I tell you what, it's such a valuable resource when you're asking that question, why am I here, right? Our chart, it's a roadmap, and it gives us that direction. So now, well, for one, I'm going to blow my nose here because allergy season up here, I tell you what. But anyway, let's get into the activation ritual. So this is something here where we can really just right now together, we can really start to harness the power of this North Node and step into this energy. So let's take this insight. Let's turn it into action with simple North Node activation ritual. So step one, what you're going to do is create a quiet space, whatever that might be, right? Light a candle, take a few deep breaths, right? Deep cleansing, clearing breaths, and really ground yourself. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to reflect. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to visualize the quality of that North Node that we just talked about, its placement in your chart, how it impacts your chart, how you want to step into that energy. Now, imagine yourself already just embodying these qualities. You're leaving behind what you need to leave behind, and you're ready to step in fully into why your soul is here. Now, the next thing that we should do is really journal. Answer these questions. What's one fear or habit that's holding me back from stepping into this path? What's one small step I can take to move closer to this version of myself? Ask yourself those two things and trust what insights come through. Now, the next step we're going to do, we're going to affirm these actions. So write or speak an affirmation just like this, right? Whatever is right, feels right to you, do it. But let's try this one. I am open to growth. I trust the journey of my soul. I'm ready for what's next. So now what we're going to do, because the universe loves gratitude, we're going to close out with gratitude. Blow out that candle, taking a deep breath, thanking yourself for showing up, for your growth, and thanking the universe for listening. Thanking the universe that it's going to start bringing you the steps and lighting the way for what it is you need to do and the steps you need to take, right? So just, I guess to summarize all of it again, right? Your North Node isn't just a random point on your chart, right? It's a powerful invitation to live a life that's really true to you, true and authentic to you. So by leaning into these lessons, even in the smallest of ways, you're going to find more alignment and more purpose. Like I said, these things can be difficult for us, right? We may be tested in relationship. We may be tested in career over and over again. But I tell you what, when we lean into it and we listen to those guidance from the universe, we find that purpose. So if you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe and do all the things, right? Be one of my followers, do whatever it might do. I love to share astrology, right? It's my gift and that's why I'm here. So please, in the comments, just let me know what your North Node is, your house, how you're planning to embrace this energy, how it impacts you. You know, how does yours impact you? And you can share that insight with others that might be on that same journey as well. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.